Today we are going to discuss about Power BI reporting server part 2 video. This is the continuation of the part 1 video. So what are the tools and software required to set up a Power BI reporting on premises? We had already downloaded the SQL Server Developer Edition in my last part 1 video successfully. Now this video is to download SQL Server Management Studio. It's an integrated development environment tool for development and managing the database and controlling all those things we can do through this IDE tool. So I've already opened the link which I already mentioned in the document. So if you go all the way down, you can find the download option. This is the latest version. You can find it from the Microsoft site. So click that version. So it will start downloading it. So meanwhile, means like while it's downloading, the main purpose of this video is like after downloading and successfully install this particular tool, what you're going to do is like we are going to make sure the database is being connected successfully. Okay, once the database is successfully, we are going to change the Windows authentication mode to SQL Server authentication mode to have the better control over user specific access. Okay, when I say user specific access, based on that particular user, we are going to continue our subsequent download and installation of Power BI reporting server. So that time it will be very useful to manage and control specific to that particular user. Okay, so we'll again, as I said in the part one video, so we'll go a step by step manner so that you can follow me without any uh, distraction. Okay, so now this is downloaded. Let us try to install this IDE tool. Yeah, now the installation is started beginning now. This is the screen. So click install. If you want to change the folder of installation, you can change it at any time. So yeah, the installation is in progress. So the Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio installation setup is completed successfully. Now you can see the screen as a confirmation. So now let us try to close this one and try to launch SQL, sorry, SSMS. So now we can see, you could see the SQL Server Management Studio installation installed version appeared correctly. I'm launching now. This is taking a little time. Just a second. Let's wait for it to load it. Yeah. So now the SQL Server Management Studio came up. Now you can see this is the server name by default. What as a machine name, as a host name, it will come up. Like now, the database engine is a server type. We must select it as a default to connect any means a SQL Server database, and leave this Windows authentication by default. The setup will be like that. And okay, so now let me click connect. Okay, so here in this latest version, we should ensure the server certificate is checked in and click connect. Now Windows authentication through Windows authentication mode. Um, we could able to successfully connect. Like I mentioned before, Windows authentication mode is the first most thing we are going to change it to SQL Server authentication mode, correct? So right click and select the properties here from the Object Explorer. Here, if you go to security and you see the server authentication, this is the one I am referring to change from Windows authentication mode to SQL Server and Windows authentication mode, so that we'll be having a flexibility. Because as I told before, like any user, you are going to make use of it for any other tools installation configuration specific to the user. You'll be having better control over it. So that's the main point behind it. Okay, so click OK. Once this is done, see, you will see this message. Some of your configuration changes will okay. This is fine. Then the next step, what you need to do is you need to go to security and select the login, and you can let us try to work out with this user. Now I'm not going to create any new user. I'm going to create yeah, I'm going to enable the user because by default it's disabled. I'm going to click the properties of that particular SCA user. It's a super user, and under status, you see that it is disabled status. We are going to make it enabled. Once it is enabled, come back to general again. You can change the simple password whatever you want it. I am setting my choice. Okay. Once this is done, we are good. Okay, so try to refresh and see that it is appearing enable status. Now you see the disable symbol is gone. Now it is in enable status. Okay, we are good in shape. Now since we connected in the first go with the Windows authentication mode, after enabling SQL Server and Windows authentication mode in mixed flavor, like we are going to connect back and verify in SQL Server authentication mode. Okay, I'm going to disconnect this one and connect back the database engine, and this time instead of choosing Windows authentication mode, I'm going to make sure SQL Server authentication mode, and I have enabled the SA user, right? The same user I'm going to make use it. Okay, and try to connect. Okay, click server certificate connected. Keep it as optional race. Okay, let me try to restart the services. Let us try to. Here in SQL Server 22 configuration, let's try to restart it. The services, if you go to services here, try to restart the services. Let us try to restart the services one time. Yeah, the service has been restarted. Let's wait for this SQL Server Management Studio to load it. Meanwhile, we can check SQL Server. Yeah. So now the SQL Server Management Studio, let's give it a try again with the SQL Server authentication. CTS. Yeah. So I need to restart the server. After restarting the services, it's started correctly. Okay. So any changes made in the database, please ensure that SQL Server services been restarted once. Okay. So now, yeah, this is the complete. So this is the idea behind the discussion. So the first part one video we covered SQL Server Developer Edition, download and install, and the second video, as I told, like SQL Server Management Studio to uh, download and install, and also ensure like Windows authentication mode change to SQL Server plus Windows authentication mode with change, and we enable the SEA user, the status from disabled to enable, and we reset the password as well. So all those things after connecting, like please ensure that to restart the service as well. Okay, come to SQL Server Configuration Manager and try to restart the services. Okay, then also it is better to start SQL Server agent. Okay, when you restart the machine, it will be taken care, but still I recommend to start the SQL Server agent. So this is the means through this agent only, whatever the schedule or the job defined, everything through the Power BI, it will be covered through agent only. So this is the important aspect as well. Okay, I think this is about part one video. I will catch up in part three video about report server installation, means download and installation. Okay. Thanks for watching my video. We will catch up soon. Okay, for part three video. Okay. Uh, Thank you.